the Babyhawk R in 3-inch. But before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about this. This is the Avian 2.3-inch prop. And I'm not sure why it's 2.3 inches. They probably made it at a time when 2-inch was really popular, and then people started to jump onto the 2.5-inch bandwagon. And so this is Gemfan 2540 prop. And this is regarded as probably the best 2.5-inch prop that exists right now. And these two are very, very similar in their performance. The difference is that the Avian prop has more punch in the low end, but it doesn't have the top speed of the 2540 prop. If you put this 2540 prop, the Gemfan prop, on a motor that's 2207 or 1107 or 1108, you get the low end punch as well as the top end speed. And that's what I really recommend. If you have a quad that only accepts 2.3 inch or 2.4 inch props, I think this is probably the best 2.3 inch prop I've tried. I tried like 6 or 7 of them. I think this is the best one so far. The efficiency is pretty good. The punch is great. The grip is great. The performance is overall really good. And yeah, that's about that prop. So now let's take a look at the 3-inch Babyhawk. So if you saw my video about the 2-inch Babyhawk, there's a lot of the same stuff going on here. The frame was designed by Brandon Cruz. He's a member of the community, and he's really talented at designing frames. Now I see he sent me some stuff that are coming out very soon from Emax that I'm very, very impressed with. Very impressed with. Emax is doing some really impressive things, pretty much what the community wants. They're doing exactly what the community wants. So, you know, major kudos to them. There's a lot of cool stuff coming. The frame is the same as the Babyhawk 2-inch, except for the arms. And the arms, they did change. The arms are actually connected now. So the front arms are one piece. They're not 2-piece like the 2-inch version. And I'm not totally sure why they did that. They said they did it for manufacturing reasons. It's just easier to manufacture and easier to build, which makes sense. But the end result is that the carbon fibers on the arm are actually not running straight down the arm. They're a little bit crosshatched. And what that results in is arms that are a little bit soft. So when you flex it, you notice that they're a little bit soft. But on a frame, on a quad that weighs 88 grams dry and 140, 150 grams all-up weight, it's a 3mm arm, and I really don't know if that's going to matter because there's tons of frames out there that are super popular and they have cross-hatching all the way down the arms and they don't really break. So I don't know if it's really cause for concern. The frame has soft mounting built into it with the Emax Magnum stack, which is fantastic. It's a standard stack that's good. This one that I have comes with a FreeSky D8 receiver built in, which is a receiver that doesn't give you telemetry, but it does give you RSSI readout on your OSD, so that's great. It has an OSD built in. The VTX in there, I'm pretty sure, is 200 milliwatt. It comes with a full-blown standard Foxier Aero camera, which I massively appreciate because there's so many ready-to-flies that come with some trashy video. And so let's get to the part that's actually different. So this is the Avian 3-inch T-mount prop, and I've tested maybe 5 or 6 T-mount 3-inch props, pretty much all the ones I can find. And the Gemfan 3035 tri-blade 3-inch T-mount was my favorite 3-inch T-mount prop, but I think the Avian takes the crown for that one. It's a little bit better because it has a little bit more speed. Both of them these props don't have a lot of low-end punch, but I don't know if that's because of the motors. I think it's probably, I don't know if that's because of the prop. I think it's more to do with the motors, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the prop is actually really good. If you have a 3-inch T-mount motor setup, you want to give these props a try because they are really quiet. They are not major amp hogs. They are pretty efficient. They're pretty okay. They have really good speed. And if you put it on a 1304 or a 1306, I bet they're going to be really punchy as well. So now let's get to the motors. So this is an 1106 motor, and I've recently found that going up to 1107 and 1108 on 2.5 inch actually does give you quite a bit more performance, which is, I was really shocked by that. So 1106 going on 3-inch might be a little much, and this is the 4500 kV version, and the quad is a 3S and 4S quad, and it works great on, it works fine on 3S. For smaller areas to fly around, I would recommend 3S, and it's great control, great performance, everything is fantastic. When you put it on 4S, you do get a lot more speed. You do get a lot, significantly more punch. It's, a step up in voltage. So you get a lot more of everything. And I would personally probably only run it on 4S because I just like having that power. Plus, it gives you a little bit more flight time. The flight time is about 3 minutes solid. I don't know, it depends how hard you're pushing it. I was able to get it down to 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes, but you can probably get 3 minutes easily if you're just kind of like floating around doing normal stuff. So the motors might be slightly small to my liking, but overall the quad flies. I mean, it's $145, and for that kind of money you can't really beat it. Like, it comes with all good stuff. It's got a great frame design, it's got great props, everything is really good about it. The motors might be a little questionable, but there really aren't motors that are better in the 3-inch class, unfortunately. There is a 1304 from RCX, which a couple people have been running and saying it's a lot better on 2.5-inch and 3-inch. I haven't tried it yet. I do think that a 1306 or a 1307 is probably going to be the optimal size motor for 3-inch. And so I'm going to simplify the whole Babyhawk R dilemma, as in which one to buy, really simply for you. I personally recommend the Babyhawk R 2-inch with the 2.5-inch arms and 2.5-inch props, particularly the Gemfan 2540 props on 3S 550 milliamp batteries. You get fantastic punch, fantastic performance, 2-minute flight time, and that's going to be the optimal setup. The 2-inch Babyhawk R, the props are just a little bit too small. It performs well, but the props are just a little bit too small. The 3-inch Babyhawk R is better than the 2-inch Babyhawk R, but the best one of the three is going to be the 2-inch version with the 2.5-inch arms, and I think they're probably going to come out with a 2.5-inch version. You can't go wrong buying this quad because it comes with all good stuff. If you bought it just to get the components, you would be saving yourself money because it's that good of a deal. And I've said over and over on any of my videos that I've been showing these little guys, while these things fly fantastic, and I know that there's a ton of people out there now that are super addicted to these little quads, I don't know if there's really a point in spending money building one of these things because it costs as much as a big quad. This little tiny thing costs more than $200, and I don't know if it's worth it if you can build like a big size quad for that same kind of money. So in the end, I say buy the 2-inch, put 2.5-inch arms on it, or if you don't want to touch the quad at all, buy the 3-inch. That's it. Don't forget to floss.